Wow, look at this sunset. Sunset, the cattle moving in the background or in the foreground on a beautiful Halloween Eve. Boy, look at those cows go after that grass. October 31st. Where did October go? That is nuts. Cows go like, where have you been? I was with Johnny all day, my dozer operator. We're on a lease farm and taking out thorn trees and cedars, and it's amazing what Johnny can do. In a day and a half, we doubled the grazing area on one farm. And the trees we took out were just mainly big honey locusts and cedars and elm trees. We left all the oaks and the walnuts and the really nice ones that will make some saw logs. We left those. And I tied ribbons, so I stayed ahead of Johnny all day, just tying ribbons on the trees I wanted to keep. And that way he could just keep right on going. And it's unbelievable. It's like we got a new farm. But boy, these cows are like, Greg, you should have been here an hour ago. So normally we would have moved him an hour ago, but I gave Isaac the night off. He went out and sat on his deer stand today, and he helped me later than normal on Saturday. I felt bad, but you know, he's just an amazing young guy. He goes, you know, Greg, that's just part of it. He didn't feel sorry for himself, but I worked him a couple hours later, and of course Ben's on vacation, a well-earned vacation, I might add. Ben hadn't taken vacation since he got here. I mean, he just has so much fun out here on the farm. He acts like he's on vacation every day. Boy, this is awesome. My gosh. Oh my gosh, here they come. I love happy cattle. These cattle are happy. They got happy eyes. We had a fellow in our class. He said, Greg, you cows have happy eyes. They certainly do. Well, they should. They get to move twice a day onto this. So we gave them 10 acres this morning, and they're getting about 10 acres tonight. And Isaac and I put about 40 acres in this morning, 4 10-acre paddocks. And what's really cool about this is we're not taking very much of it. I mean, you'll be able to see, I'll show you what we left. Look at that. There's a graze. There's another full graze left there. When we come back, it's going to be about the 3rd week of December when we get back over here. But look at that. It's going to have rain on it, snow. It's going to be cleaned off. And those are going to be some pretty happy cows to go in on that. But right now, they're super happy. And if you look at this pasture, you can see why they're super happy. I mean, look at this. If you're a cow, it doesn't get any better than this. I had a neighbor, and he's an old cattleman from way back. He's had cattle his whole life. And he said, Greg, I drove by your farm the other day, and he said, the color of your grass, he said, it was so green. He said, that's just energy. That's pure energy. Well, it's being energy powered by the microbes in the soil, and, you know, not nuking the soil. Look at this. I mean, that's why the cattle look like they do. They're fat. Good body condition. I have people get on me using the word fat, so I need to start using good body condition, I guess. I don't want people thinking the wrong connotation, but, you know, there's nothing wrong with a fat animal on grass. Now, if you put them on grain and get them fat, that's a different deal. It's kind of hard on them, but grass doesn't bother them a bit. And with negative temperatures coming at us here in the next probably 45 days, it's kind of nice to have an animal that's got some extra condition on them. They winter better. Golly, this is a beautiful night, just beautiful. It's a good night to see a big old buck coming out of that old orchard up there. That's where I saw the biggest deer I've ever seen coming out of that old mulberry tree up there. He was underneath it. And I was sitting over by those bales with my bow. And I was looking down toward this pond. And I saw something out of the corner of my eye. And he looked like an elk walking off that ridge right there. And he saw me the same time I saw him. There was no way I could draw my bow because he was looking straight at me. And I just admired him and watched him walk away. I never saw him again. That was it, that one time. But his horns came out probably a foot past his ears on both sides. And 12, 14-inch spike. He was just a beautiful deer. And, you know, I'm like, how did he get so big? I wonder how he did that. That might have something to do with it right there. You know, our pasture's right here, folks. It's about 40% clover. And to grow quality deer, you've got to have protein. You got to have all the protein they want, and they get it out here. One of our deer hunters came in and said, Greg, he was hunting last couple of days, and he goes, my gosh, what'd you do up there on the north place? The Judy north place. I'm like, well, it's just getting better, Scotty. It's just getting better. And you can tell it. I mean, you can tell it in the animals. The animals are in better condition. Isaac and I moved him last night about 5 o'clock, and the animals didn't want to really move. We opened the gate, and they were all like, do we really have to walk into another pasture? But what was cool about it is once we moved them, everything went to eating. Even though they were just butterball fat and full, they still went and started grazing. Now today, the paddock they were on over there to our left, it's a good paddock, but it's not like this. It doesn't have this kind of legumes in it. There's a few stragglers over there finally figured out, oh, we got to go to the gate to go in. This cow here hasn't missed too many meals. Oh, she's just a good cow. 210, you've got the gut. You got gut capacity. That's what we like to see. We like lots of gut. You don't have gut, you don't have nothing. You got to have gut. Tell you what, for a 3/4 South Pole, listen with the horn, that's a first calf heifer. She's looking awful good. Oh, Grandma, are you enjoying that big old bite of grass? This is Grandma, a 20-year-old cow. 18 calves out of her, and she's already bred back again. What a great cow. It kind of talks, you know, a little bit about longevity. How do you know if you got longevity in your herd if you're always selling your cows off? There's a cow that's going to bully that one. Look at that. They got 12 acres of grass, and she's bullying her. Like, this is my bite of grass. Get away. That's a pretty nice steer. Boy, I tell you, I just love the sound of what I'm hearing. Look at that. Folks, we have the best business in the world. Grown by sunlight, no fossil fuel required. They're saying cows are destroying the planet. Give me a break. Give me a break. It's been happening for thousands of years. This is so natural, it's like breathing. Animals eating forage, producing protein, healthy protein to feed your family. Keep you and your children healthy. It's been happening for thousands of years. There wasn't cavemen out there eating lettuce in the middle of winter. There wasn't any lettuce. They ate meat, fat. Look at that. Beautiful. You and I can sit there and eat that. We can't do anything with it, but these ruminants can. I think somebody knew what he was doing. And look at that. No grain. But you got to get your size right. You don't want, you know, things that look like elephants walking around out here. You're not going to be able to get them fat and in good condition. And when wintertime gets here, they're going to look like they've been in a POW camp. They're going to be thin, and they're not going to breed back. And they're going to destroy your pastures. And I can see a deer way over there past those big round bales. It's walking up that ridge. I can't see a rack on it though. Might be a doe. Fertilizer. Putting out some pea there to grow us more grass. She's got a one inside her. Folks, that cow's got a calf sucking on her. She's been bred back. She's grown another calf. She's doing it all on grass. And you tell me a more efficient production system than that. There isn't one. There isn't one. So if you want to make a good living today, folks, on grass, grazing, get the right size animals, learn how to manage your grass, get good water, and be the predator in your herd. Get rid of the ones that don't perform. Keep the ones that do and move forward. You don't have to go out there and plant all this fancy grass either. There's grass seeds in your seed bank. What are they? I don't know, but they've been there for probably hundreds and hundreds of years. And with the right grazing management, they will express themselves. Gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful evening. Beautiful grass, fat, happy cattle. Folks, it doesn't get any better than this. You don't need television when you got this. This is great entertainment. Watching the animals get fat on grass. And see, we gave them a big enough area. We're going to be able to come back here in about 45 days, 50, and it's going to be rained on. It's going to be cleaned up, and these cattle are going to be absolutely happy. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I've got to move their water tank on the other side of the fence here. And I'm soloing it tonight, but you know what? I'm so happy Isaac got to go on his deer stand. We've been seeing deer like nuts. They're rutting right now. The bucks are chasing the does. And, you know, when I was 20 or 19, 20, I just couldn't wait to get on a bow stand. And so I'm glad Isaac was able to do that. And I'm covering for him in the morning. He's going to get to go again tomorrow morning, so that's awesome. That's what it's about. Work hard, play hard. Folks, I'm going to sign off of here. You all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. And on the way out, hit that like button as well. And we'll see you all down the road. Have a good one.